Okay, everybody, I am going to tie together 4 videos and you will see how this is played out and how culture has completely changed and done a complete disservice to women and it resulted in you not wanting to date, you not wanting to get married, you not wanting any of this. Here is the deeper meaning of that. Here is what is actually going on. Follow this.
Yeah, well, you too. You want to get it? You want to get into our? You can get into it.
Don't argue with me.
No, I'm serious. You want to get into it? Because yeah, I got ups with bro. You got ups too. I think chat would not like. I don't think we should share. Honestly.
She's trying to start trouble.
You want to?
You're the only bitch in all of the United States that could be in a 50th story penthouse, everything paid for, going to clubs, everything, and still a fucking bitch every second of the day.
That's not true. There are tons of other women that would do the exact same thing. Completely untrue.
You think I every second of the day? Well, why don't we share what you did last night?
Why don't we share what you did?
Got him to engage. He got him to engage. She set the trap and he's like, I'm gonna need some logic. I got you everything. I'm in the penthouse. We're having a lovely breakfast. It's fantastic. And you're still got a problem with it. I'm going to point out to you what you're like and what's going on. And this will work. No, this is an exercise in uselessness.
Did last night. Oh my God.
Like, why are you even talking about this? I was very valid and rational in my.
I don't remember what happened last night.
That's your fault.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So don't come at me for having a day where I'm upset.
Oh man, poor guy.
Disrespecting me. I'm not gonna.
Poor
I'm not gonna
guy.
sit there and take it. There's boundaries.
And he's doing the strategy. See, this is what he should do. This is my advice, okay? I've had to deal with like 2, 3 of these before that are like this. You just leave and then you come back in like a half hour or an hour and they'll forget about it.
I wish that worked, Asmund. I wish that worked.
They'll totally forget about it. Like really, I know it might sound crazy, but they'll just forget about it. Yep.
You should get that.
Yeah, the aggro reset. Yeah, the aggro reset, and you come back, and then you try to give them attention, and then everything will be back to normal. Everything will be great. There won't be any problems. If it worked, why are you single, though? It's a good point. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't be listening to me, right? That's a great point. You're right.
Okay. So this is video number 1. You saw what happened there. Many of you out there have been through this. No matter how perfect the day is or how great things are, resulting in chaos and an argument, you try your best to avoid it and be calm and explain what's going on. And that does not work at all. Okay, that doesn't work at all. So what's going on here? What's the truth? It's a layered truth. So wait for this. Let's watch this next video.
Why do women throw tantrums? Why do they scream? Why do they yell? Why do they emotionally escalate small issues into ginormous arguments? Why does it seem like she's doing everything she can to try and break you? Does she want you to be broken? No, it's the exact opposite. In that moment, her chaos has overwhelmed her internally, and she feels incredibly unsafe inside her own skin.
What he's saying is true. But it's a smaller layer of what's really happening. Keep following.
And so she reaches out to you, the man, the masculine rock, to contain her, to provide a boundary so that no matter how wild her storm gets, it makes no impact on the rock. That's what makes her feel safe, not you capitulating to her tantrums and her demands, but you standing firm.
It's true, but it was really true 20 years ago, before modern culture created what we are experiencing today. So in this first video, the guy tried to lay it out. He was calm, wanted to give her some rational thought to center her to what was really happening. And that wasn't right. 20 years ago, he could have said, hey, it's okay. Everything's going to work out. And said something big like that to her. And she might have escalated a little. And then he could have just ignored it and just moved on. Could have. Possibly. And then we have this influencer is saying here, she does want to test your strength. And that was very valid 20 years ago, but not so much anymore. And this third video is going to tell us why. Listen to this.
You can't just spread it for everyone and still be a lady. No, honey, no. Close damn legs.
What's the problem with dating in 2025?
Cinderella took off one shoe and found love. You took off all your clothes and couldn't find love.
Guys aren't going to pick you for anything serious if you're not serious about your body, if you're not serious about your having virtue, if you're not serious about who you share yourself with. They might sleep with you. You shouldn't do that, right? It's bad. They might sleep with you and have a one-night stand. Don't do it. You will, though. Some of you. But they're not gonna wife you up. They're not gonna like buy you they're not gonna do any of that because it's nasty, because deep down inside
Yeah, men know what's going on today. And women don't really hide their hoe phase. They're proud of it and they talk about it and they laugh about it. You see those girls were giggling. He was like, he laid it out. They're like, ha 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 ha. As if, yeah, what he's saying is true. We're living our best life. Well, you're about to learn why that's not your best life.
they're
finish
going for it for a night because they're satisfying some like primitive urge or boredom or whatever it may be. But they know that you're kind of like trashy, right? You can't just spread it for everyone and still be a lady.
You see that? They think it's hysterical, right? It's hysterical. Well, before I show the fourth video, let me clue everybody into what is really going on. And most men have heard this, that after 5 partners, a woman, her ability to bond with a man is diminished. I think it's less. I think it's 3, and they're unable to bond. So all this testing that was going on in the first video and what this gentleman was saying in the second video and what you're seeing here, this Cinderella metaphor, what's really going on is women are unable to bond after 3 to 5 partners. And these women, most of these women, have had many, many more partners. That emotional connection that they got with those first 3 people, they are searching for that, and they are never, ever, ever going to get that again. They have ruined it. Their fun HO phase, that was when those chemicals were there. Now they're searching for those chemicals in relationship, and they're starting up a fight, and the chaos is 10, 20 times what it used to be because they're not bonded, and they're internally upset by what they're feeling because what they want to feel isn't there. And they're like, guys are terrible now. Can't find a good man. No. You don't have the chemical capability anymore to feel those great emotions of love and bonding. You don't have it anymore. It's gone. You've used it up. So when your friends are like, yeah, girl, you go get it, and they're having their HO phase, and you should have your HO phase, and every girl has an HO phase. No, the happy ones don't have an HO phase. They still have those chemicals inside of themselves. They were able to bond with men, and they get to enjoy the longevity of those bonding chemicals. Look it up yourself. Don't trust me, but that is what's going on. This woman in this first video, I can't factually say how many people she's been with, but this is what's going on. There would be normal chaos, but someone who's bonded with this man would be able to appreciate she's on a penthouse, she's having a great time, she's has a great breakfast, she's with a good-looking guy. There would be more of the chemicals that would let her appreciate that in her. Whereas they're gone. And he's right for 20 years ago. He's right. There's a new layer. That chemical response and that bonding isn't there. And women miss it. They really miss it. And guess what? It's not so funny because you're not going to be able to bond with someone, and you're not going to get married in your 30s or 40s. And if you do, it'll be a short relationship. Why are all these women getting divorced and being single moms with the 2-year-old kid, the 3-year-old kid? They are unable to bond, and they're completely dissatisfied. And they think it's men, and they think it's not enough money, and they think it's this and think it's that. It's not. They are unable to bond. They are unable to initiate that chemical response because it's not there anymore. It got used up, and they're chasing that feeling that they are missing and that they know they feel like they should have, but they've been with 10, 20 guys. It's gone. It got used up. It got used up, and it's not funny. And what's the end result of that? Here's the end result. My fourth video. Watch this.
It's really interesting to note that, especially within the States, but it's
just in general, the research actually has depicted that women in their 40s is the most unhappiest age group out there. Think about that. The unhappiest age group in all of the world, predominantly, we're talking.
It should be the happiest. They've had their kids, they're growing up, they've done a great job. They're with a good guy that they went through a lot of stuff with and they helped each other, and now they get to reap the rewards. Why? Why isn't that happening?
About the States right now is women in their 40s. That's 1 in 4 Americans, which is crazy. As 25% of the population are women in their 40s, and they're the unhappiest group out there. And it's just absolutely scary and it's appalling. And you have to ask yourself, why is that? And at the end of the day, the number one reason why, well, there could be many reasons why, actually. But one of them, as I mentioned beforehand, is it's really all about e-commerce. It's about the pharmaceutical industries. It's about really just making money. It's a multi-million-dollar business for the most part. It's really interesting.
She's not wrong. Why are women encouraged to do this? Not just by their friends, but by the world. Go, girl. You have your best life. You do this, you do that. You don't need a man. You don't need this. You don't need staying home and cooking. What? That the patriarchy and this and that. We've convinced women really wonderful stuff is terrible. And now they're in the workforce and they oh yeah, I'm a power, and they're miserable because guess what? It's not like the TVs and movies. It's not so much fun. It's really not. You know what's fun? Staying home and cooking. I love it. Yeah, you don't have to go do that. You get to spend time with your kids. It's awesome. You know what sucks? Going to work and slaving for the man. That's what really blows. And we sold women this pack of lies. Go out there, get with a lot of different dudes, because that's living your best life. Use up all the chemicals that would help you to bond with someone. Feel eternally dissatisfied for the rest of your life. Get on antidepressants, go to therapy, keep bouncing from guy to guy to guy, searching for the feeling you will never have again. That is what's going on. Like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.